Shalom, Israel. What's up, YouTube? Adoniyah 720 back with another one. The topic of this video: false Mashiach, Micah Israel, real name Charles L. Johnson, exposed. We're gonna be using Deuteronomy 13 and Jeremiah Chapter 9. You know what I'm saying? To eliminate this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna use law and the words of the prophet. For real, because it's like a real hot, weird topic. Because like nobody condemning this. It seems like the people in the Israelite community, they like this type of stuff. How can you make covenants with people who do stuff like this? For real. But everybody seems like I'll be pointing fingers and just be going at everybody. But no. This situation right here clearly goes against Deuteronomy Chapter 13. This goes against everything. This is straight apostasy. I'm talking about this dude got thousands of people in delusion following him, and he's saying he the Christ, and Hulon Mitchell Jr. is the father. Here we go again with these type of dudes. This ain't nothing but modern day Baal worship. The whole messianic belief is modern day Baal worship. For real. Because I'm still trying to find out how y'all can keep thinking JC, Yahweh, Micah Israel, Hulon Mitchell, Jermaine Grant, Malachi Z. York. How y'all keep saying these people gods? These dudes ain't gods, man. These dudes just mere men. They just anthropology pushers, and y'all venerate them because y'all think they know something because they look twisted minds. It's like y'all don't ever do no background check on these people. Y'all just follow anything. Half of these dudes that y'all follow got psychology degrees that have been to college in the 80s and the 70s. These men know what they're doing because it's weird, right? This would make it weird because a lot of y'all Israelites be saying y'all don't test nobody. Oh, he definitely tests us, and he got Hashatan, his supervisor, or I say the one that's doing everything, them tests out there. Listen, Hashatan just gathers up all the false prophets, and he don't put them all in y'all face. Y'all can't even see through the smoke. Straight shows it. Straight darkness. It's weird, man. It's weird. Like I said, it's weird. It's very weird. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a clip. And I need everybody who's listening to this video or watching this video on all platforms, because it's screamed on all. I want y'all to clearly understand what this dude say. I want y'all to see the false prophets in modern day 2024. I want y'all to see this in HD because it's real. I'm talking about it's real. Y'all playing these games, following anything y'all hear because you want to follow the Israelite way of life. Y'all can't just be walking around and just listening to anything and following anybody. Because these men pushing all kind of demon doctrine on y'all. But y'all failing all these tests that y'all sending at y'all. But we finna react to this. I'm gonna let y'all hear this. I'm gonna clearly let y'all hear this. I want y'all to understand these megalomaniac statements this dude making.
Spirit. I'm spirit and I'm light. I'm light, which lighteth every man that comes into the world. End quote. Now you can go back and hear it on your own. I'm not trying to convince you of that. In the meantime, now you should also know by now the secret of how you can become a student and a disciple of John, the man. You can. You can become a student and disciple of John, the prophet, the man, and of his Christ at the same time.
Wait, see, I know y'all just caught this. He's calling Hulon and Mitchell dead as John the man. And his delusional backwards ass, the Christ. I know y'all seeing this. I clearly see. I know y'all got to see this too. This is clearly in HD in y'all face. A prophet of Baal speaking right now. And this is one of his trending videos right now that was streamed a month ago from his YouTube channel. You see, he got a 1,009 subscribers. So that's 1,009 backwards ass Israelites walking around right now.
You should want to know how. Just as it is hidden in Revelation chapter 12, verse 10.
Ain't nothing here, though.
And that's how I became his Christ. There's only room for one, though. There's a lot of room for students and disciples, but there's only room for one Christ.
See? Falsehoods. Modern day falsehoods. Delusional men. It's real now. This is real. Y'all ain't taking it serious, but y'all following this. So I'm not directing this at no Israelite, but I'm directing at these Israelites that follow this. If you follow this, you damn fool. If you follow this, you're a damn fool. For real, for real.
Go to that. Go to Revelation for a moment. And I'm going to read that. Revelation chapter 12. And I'm going to read verse 10 as I quote. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. Do you see it now? Yeah. There are many gods. There are gods many, and lords many.
Listen, y'all.
And there are Christs many today.
But he said
Christ many. But the God of the Hebrews, who you just saw in that video, a human vessel.
Pause. You see that? He's saying this is the God of the Hebrews. He just said this is the God of the Hebrews. The God of the Hebrews. This dude supposed to be a hot topic. This topic should never leave our mouth. These type of actions, these the same actions. Just like the actions that Aaron did when Moses went up in the mount. When he did the same thing when he fashioned them a god. When they came to him and gathered him, Aaron, make us a god. Aaron did that. This is the same example being played back again. The same example. Moses came down. He destroyed the idol. Crushed up the powder. Mixed up the water. Made them drink it. And the sons of Levi killed 3,000 of them. Put them to the sword. So in modern day times, you already know what I'm talking about. So I'm not even going to speak on it. We're going to continue listening to this trash. This dark psychology that these people peddling on the Israelites.
In care of that YouTube video of 1986 time interview, he had his own Christ, whom he taught that also became his student and disciple. And this is the very same Christ of the Hebrews that this entire they planted it.
Y'all hear this? So we're going to leave him on the screen. I'm definitely going to leave him on the screen. So now we're finna go directly into Deuteronomy chapter 13 with this situation. Directly into Deuteronomy chapter 13 with this situation. We're coming from JPS to Knock. So it's going to be verse 2. In King James Version, it's going to be verse 1, Deuteronomy 13. If there appears among you a prophet or a dream diviner, and he gives you a sign or portent, saying, let us follow and worship other gods, what you see on the screen. Well, he trying to say he won, he's an Elohim, and he's trying to say Hulon Mitchell is an Elohim. Even if that sign or portent that he named comes true, do not heed to the words of that prophet or dream diviner, for Yehuwah Elohim is testing you. Here we go again. This that big test. You hear what it said? For Yehuwah Elohim is testing you. So guess what? He let Hashatan put this out here. Hashatan worked for him. So guess what? Y'all got tested with this right here. And people following it. So we're finna keep moving on this. For Yehuwah Elohim is testing you to see whether you love your Elohim Yehuwah with all your heart and soul. Follow none but Yehuwah your Elohim, and revere none but him. Observe his commandments alone, and heed only his orders. Worship none but him. So listen, let's go back in this video. So he just said, this is the God of the Hebrews. We don't even know about this dude. Even though we know about this dude right now in modern times, but this ain't the dude that Jacob them, Abraham them worship. No, they did not worship Hulon Mitchell. So I'm trying to see why these people ain't been purged off the earth. This doctrine shouldn't even be still on the earth right now, because these people clearly are leading Israelites astray. But we're going to keep reading down on this. As for that prophet or dream diviner, he shall be put to death. For he urged disloyalty to Yehuwah your Elohim, who freed you from the land of Egypt and who redeemed you from the house of bondage, to make you astray from the path that Yehuwah your Elohim commanded you to follow. Thus you will sweep out evil from your midst. And that's what we supposed to be doing with these dudes. We supposed to be sweeping them out our midst. Rather as I'm not even gonna speak on it, because these people don't supposed to be in our midst, man. This is like the most demonic doctrine like ever. Because it's like, man, I really got a real story to tell about these people. And this story really date back to it go all the way back like 2009. It's like when I first crossed paths physically with these dudes, and they was trying to convert me into their way of life. And guess you know, things didn't go right. I started extorting them, taking their literature, and that's how I got a whole bunch of it. And then these citizens, Yahweh media, bro, I met you before you even clearly started getting delusional and brainwashed behind Hulon Mitchell. I knew these citizens Yahweh media when he was still falling behind Yahuwah. When I first linked up with these citizens Yahweh media, he was really seeking, like still trying to seek the truth. And he was really trying to find the truth. And he was questioning me. He was like, man, you think the Hulon Mitchell, I mean, I'm not going to say that name because that dude name ain't God. So I'm going to reference him as Hulon Mitchell because that's his government name. So I don't give of two rats behinds about what they feel, because I'm tired of y'all death threats. Y'all be talking about I got 24 hours to make a public apology. It's crazy, but I'm on y'all ass now, and I ain't even ease up. But if your brother, your own mother's son, or your son or daughter, or your wife of your bosom, or your closest friend entices you in secretly saying, come let us worship after other Elohims, whom neither your fathers have experienced, from among the Elohims of the people around you, neither near to you or distant, anywhere from one end of the earth to the other. Do not assent or give heed to him. Show no pity or compassion, and do not shield him, but take his life. Let your hand be the first hand against him to put him to death, and the hands of the rest of the people thereafter. Stone him to death, for he sought to make you stray from Yehuwah your Elohim, who brought you from out the land of Egypt and out the house of bondage. Thus, all the Israelites will hear and be afraid of such evil things, and will not be done again in your midst. So, I'm going to keep tearing up their damn doctrine. I'm going to keep tearing up their beliefs. I'm going to keep burning their pictures and every time I get my hands on it. Even if I got to pay for an effigy of Hulon Mitchell and burn it on October 7th, live on YouTube, I'm going to do it. Because y'all told us to destroy this stuff out of the land. And a lot of y'all Israelites, y'all just sit back, you know what I'm saying, and play this communion grace type, Martin Luther King type. Man, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. That unity bullshit. Man, we ain't religious, man. Because y'all really ain't following Torah. A lot of these Mores, Nasiks, they ain't following Torah. Because they will not let this type of shit keep going around, you know what I'm saying, in Israel. Period. Man, listen. A lot of you Israelites are weak as hell, man. I've been shedding blood with these fools. I've been dropping these fools. Dead ass. For years. And like I said, we finna keep it going down. Because y'all gonna understand these scriptures I'm dropping right now, because I'm dropping law. Y'all gonna understand it entirely. And not like what you soft ass Mores always say after y'all read Deuteronomy 13. Don't take it literally. Literally say do this. So we ain't gonna keep lying and keep playing this Martin Luther King spirit. Y'all already know who y'all is. I ain't gotta say our names. If your brother, your own mother's son, or your son or your daughter, or your wife of your bosom, or your closest friend entice you in secret, saying, come let us worship after other gods, whom you or nor your fathers haven't never experienced. No, we supposed to start at 12. Thus all Israel will hear and be afraid, and such evil things will not be done again in your midst. If you hear it said, if one of the towns that Yehuwah your Elohim is giving you to dwell in, that some scoundrels, some scoundrels, nation of Yahweh, turn the bell, turn the Belial, right here in your face, right here. These scriptures clearly talk about these type of individuals right here. Children of Belial. If you hear it said, if one of your towns that Yehuwah your Elohim is giving you to dwell in, that some children of Belial from among you have gone and subverted the inhabitants of the land, saying, come let us worship other Elohims, whom you not experience. You shall investigate, inquire, and interrogate thoroughly, like I'm doing right now. I ain't got to investigate this. I already know these dudes frauds. These dudes ain't Elohims, period. If it's true, the fact established that abhorrent thing was perpetuated in your midst, put the inhabitants of that town to the sword, put its cattle to the sword, doom it, and all that is to destruction. Gather all its spoil in open square. So, if you ever catch these dudes, they stand on y'all corners, they pull up on y'all take that literature from them, take it and burn it, put it in the middle of the square and burn that stuff, man. Because YouTube need to be burning their videos. Because, like, how can y'all let this stuff be perpetuated in y'all midst? This stuff crazy. For real, for real. Gather all its spoil in the open square and burn the town and all its spoil as a holocaust, boy, to the Elohim Yehuwah. For real. As it shall remain a everlasting ruin, never to be rebuilt. Let nothing that has been doomed stick to your hand, in the order that Yehuwah may turn from his blazing anger and show you compassion, and in his compassion increase you as he promised your fathers on oath. For you will be heeding Yehuwah Elohim, obeying all his commandments that I enjoin upon you this day, doing what is right in the sight of Yehuwah your Elohim. Y'all got to follow this law. Y'all got to purge these people out y'all land, man. For real. So, we're going to jump to Jeremiah chapter 9. And I already did this already on some of these fools on these Citizen Yahweh Media. It's like he one of the biggest peddlers of this bullshit too. So we're going to start off at Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 2. They bend their tongues like bows. They are valorous in the land, for treachery, not for honesty. They advance from evil to evil, and they do not heed me, declares Yehuwah. Beware of every man of his friend. Trust not even a brother, for every brother takes advantage. Every friend is base in his dealings. One man cheats the other. They will not speak the truth. They have trained their tongues to speak falsely. They wear themselves out working iniquity. You dwell in the midst of deceit. In their deceit, they refuse to heed to me, declares Yehuwah. Assuredly, said Yehuwah of Sabo, lo, I shall smelt and assay them. For what else can I do because of my poor people? Their tongue is a sharpened arrow. They use their mouth to deceive. One speaks to his fellow in friendship, but lays an ambush for him in his heart. Shall I not punish them for their deeds, saith Yehuwah? Shall I not bring retribution on such a nation as this? See what I'm saying? Hulon and Mitchell already got struck down twice. That counts double times. So, and he got cremated. And his people, know what I'm saying, throwing up his dust, his ashes on October 7th, like it's a grand celebration. Big bell party on high places. This stuff real weird. When I say it's real weird, it's real weird. Because like I say, people sit back and don't say nothing about this type of stuff. The scriptures clearly, the Hebrew scriptures clearly reveals these fools unto my unveil them. But I ain't gonna let y'all get off easy. Like I said, I wasn't gonna try to hold y'all on, but I got something for y'all though. I got something. Check this video out. Check it out. I want y'all to check this out. This video that I'm finna show y'all was a direct shot, kill shot, just like the shot that hit that Trump assassin and bust his head open. Just like that shot there. This is what this video was. Check it out.
The Elohim Yehuwah is one. He is not two or more, but one, unified in a manner which surpasses any unity that is found in the world. That is, he is not one in the manner of a general category which includes many individual entities, nor one in the way that the body is divided into different proportions or dimensions. Rather, he is unified, and there exists no unity similar to his in this world. If there were many gods, they would have body and form, because like entities are separated from each other only through the circumstances associated with body and form. Were the Creator to have body and form, he would have limitation and definition, because it is impossible for a body not to be limited. And any entity which itself is limited and defined possesses only limited and defined power. Our Elohim Yehuwah, blessed be his name, possesses unlimited power, as evidenced by the continuous revolution of the Spirit. We see his power is not the power of a body. Since he is not a body, the circumstances associated with bodies that produce division and separation are not relevant to him. Therefore, it is impossible for him, the Elohim Yehuwah, to be anything other than one Elohim. The knowledge of this concept fulfills a positive commandment, as implied by Deuteronomy Chapter 6, verse 4. Shema Yisrael, Yehuwah Elohynu, Yehuwah Echad.
Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of form on the day the Elohim Yehuwah spoke unto you at Horeb.
See, we bite, but that was a direct kill shot. I really don't have no more to say in this situation because people foolish. People foolish. They sit back and think this dude is who he say he is. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replay this back as the last thing y'all hear. I want y'all to understand this. Everything he said. And it should start a false prophet challenge where all false prophets get exposed in 2024.
I'm spirit and I'm light. I'm light, which lighteth every man that comes into the world. End quote. Now you can go back and hear it on your own. I'm not trying to convince you of that. In the meantime, now you should also know by now the secret of how you can become a student and a disciple of John, the man. You can. You can become a student and disciple of John, the prophet, the man, and of his Christ at the same time. You should want to know how. Just as it is hidden in Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. And that's how I became his Christ. There's only room for one, though. There's a lot of room for students and disciples, but there's only room for one Christ. Go to that. Go to Revelation for a moment. And I'm going to read that. Revelation chapter 12. And I'm going to read verse 10. As I quote, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. Do you see it now? Yeah. There are many gods. There are gods many and lords many. And there are Christs many today. Christ many. But the God of the Hebrews, who you just saw in that video, a human vessel, in care of that YouTube video of 1986, time interview, he have his own Christ, whom he taught that also became his student and disciple. And this is the very same Christ of the Hebrews that this entire planted. They planted it.
Shalom, Barakah.